just in time. Anthony Taylor's just having a word with Bruno Fernandes, biding his time before he makes a decision on this. Having seen it a couple of times, he's listening in his ear. You can tell by the way he's looking. Fernando Santos is frustrated with the referee's decision, but doesn't have the benefit of the replays like we do. And I have to say, probably one of those which could be an orange card. But Bruno Fernandes. Milan Ristovski will chase down the left-hand side, prodded back into the goalkeeper by Pepe. Ristovski presses still, down to the middle. It's won by Portugal. Here's Bruno Fernandes, left of centre. He's got Ronaldo screaming for the ball and feeds it to the Portugal captain. Goes inside to Nuno Mendes, but that's picked off easily. The ball was behind him. Here's Konstantinov driving forward, almost caught by Nuno Mendes. Good ball forward. Here come Macedonia, breaking down the right-hand side. Ball down the line for Ristovski. He's kept it in play. Referee waves play advantage. Ristovski clips it towards the back post. Here's Alioski on the edge. Left-footed volley. Wide of the far post from the edge of the box. It was an ambitious effort. Caught well, but not directed particularly effectively. Ristovski went bursting down the right-hand side. He was helped out by the ball from Tchaikovsky. Alioski just tried to cut across the ball, didn't get any swaz on it. The long ball is downfield onto the chest of Muslia. He'll clear out on the far side for a throw in midway through the Macedonian half for Portugal to take. Thrown in quickly by João Cancelo into João Moutinho. Back to João Cancelo as Moutinho retreats to the halfway line. Pings the ball out to the left-hand side for Nuno Mendes. Takes the ball down, goes infield now to Bernardo Silva. Back out to the left-hand side for Mendes. Mendes lines up the cross, but he's got two white shirts in his way. Backwards to Bruno Fernandes. He'll have a go this time. Tries to put it between the legs of Ristovski. Does well to win the ball back to Macedonia captain. Back it goes now to Velkovsky under a bit of pressure. Had to play that first time out to the right-hand side. It was intended for Tchaikovsky. Just over him, another play for a Portugal throw on the left-hand side on the halfway line. 20 minutes on the clock. And it's Portugal 0, Macedonia 0 for a place in the 2022 FIFA World Cup finals in Qatar. Here's Nuno Mendes, ready to take the throw. Just on the halfway line and now just walking his way into Macedonian territory. Throws infield to João Moutinho, 6-yard throw. He's lifted that all the way back to Diogo Costa. Keeps control with his head onto his right foot, plays that out to the right-hand side. Right of centre is Pepe, driving forward. 10-yard pass forward now. Here's Bernardo Silva, left-footed pass out to the right-hand side for João Cancelo. Streaking on in front of him is Cristiano Ronaldo. He's going to ignore him, lift it towards the back post. There's Bruno Fernandes. Can he keep it in play? He can't. The touch is loose. Out of play for a North Macedonia throw. 3 yards from the byline, down there, right-hand side. And Bruno Fernandes couldn't keep it in play. The delivery from João Cancelo, though, you have to say, was lacking. Cristiano Ronaldo gave him a real barracking when the pass wasn't played in the inside channel to the number 7. Here's Stefan Ristovski, throws forward to Ademi, backwards to Ristovski. Long ball, first time forward, looking for Milan Ristovski. Shrugs off Danilo, it's down to Pepe. He goes backwards to Diogo Costa. Costa from the D, out to Danilo, left of centre. Walking forward with the ball, looking for a pass. Finds Nuno Mendes, diagonally 10 yards in front of him, but it's come straight back to Danilo. Across it goes to Pepe, right of centre midway through his own half. Further wide for João Cancelo. Cancelo down the line, this time for Otavio. Infield to Cancelo again. He's made his way into Macedonian territory. Into the feet now of Danilo. Left of centre, carrying it past the centre circle. Ball forward to Nuno Mendes, hugging the touchline. Backwards it goes now to Danilo, left of centre once again. In the centre circle is Pepe. He's just received the pass. First time ball forward, finds Diogo Jota, tracking back from striker. Wide to João Cancelo. Out to the right-hand side for Otavio. Otavio skips in field. Now lifts one forward for Diogo Jota to the byline. Tries to lift it inside. Good block from Visram Muslia. That'll be a corner to Portugal. Their turn to test the defensive capabilities of the Macedonian set-piece routines. This will be Bernardo Silva with the left foot from the far side, the right-hand side, so they'll swing in towards the goalkeeper. Bruno Fernandes has gone across to join him, whether that's just to offer some tactical advice or provide a short pass option. Ronaldo's being marshalled at the moment. Tchaikovsky. It's Fernandes to take the corner, will be the right foot of the Manchester United man. One arm in the air. crowd of Portugal players at the back post, and Anthony Taylor blows his whistle. He wants to sort something out. Diogo Jota, once again, is the man being spoken to by the Premier League referee. Musliu is there, as so is Ristovski. Musliu is the man tasked with marking Ronaldo. He's having words with him too. Here's Fernandes with the corner kick finally. In towards Ronaldo. It's Jota, heads down and over the bar. Got up well, Diogo Jota. He's looking down at the man that he was jumping with, who's left in a heap on the ground. It was Ristovski. It was just shoved away first by Diogo Jota. I'm not sure that would have stood had that found the net. It's narrowly lifted over the bar off of the turf. And VAR review, I'm sure, would have seen the little shove from Diogo Jota on the North Macedonia captain. And that's an acrobatic clearance by Danilo on the halfway line, following the goal kick from the Macedonia captain. There's Konstantinov on the right-hand side. No foul, says Anthony Taylor, as he rolls to the ground off Nuno Mendes. Diogo Jota prods that forward to Cristiano Ronaldo. Good touch by Stefan Ristovski. Wins the ball. Ronaldo appeals for a penalty. We'll see whether anything comes of that. And there's Nuno Mendes recycling the ball for Portugal. Out to the left-hand side for Bernardo Silva. Backwards to Nuno Mendes, into the feet of Danilo. Forward ball to Bernardo Silva, right, left of centre. Out to Nuno Mendes. Backwards it goes once again to Bernardo Silva. Onto Danilo, left of centre on the halfway line. Inside the centre circle is Pepe. Pepe, long ball out to the right-hand side. It's João Cancelo, takes it down with his right foot. Going to head backwards though. He's got Otavio and João Moutinho, who he plays it to, the Wolves midfielder. Drifting out towards the right-hand side, João Moutinho. Otavio is waiting for the pass, but Macedonia very well organised at the moment. João Cancelo will lift it to the left-hand side for Nuno Mendes. Off the chest, onto the left boot. Infield he goes, plays the pass into Bernardo Silva. Now João Moutinho, right of centre, just in front of the centre circle. Out to the right-hand side, João Cancelo in a crossing position. Infield it goes to Otavio. Back outside to João Cancelo. Infield it goes to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes in the box, and a good intervention once again by Muslia. Fernandes just stole his way into the box. It was a good spot, good pass into him. But he just couldn't sort his feet out in time and just allowed Wisla Muslia to come sliding in and get back at him for another corner kick to Portugal from the right-hand side. Fernando Santos never looks happy in his technical area. He looked exactly the same when Portugal won the European Championships back in 2018. This will be silver. It's taken already. João Cancelo lifts it from deep. Headed away by Velkovsky at the near post. Will it drop here? It's thrown in quickly by Bruno Fernandes. João Cancelo on the right-hand side, wider to Bruno Fernandes, level with the edge of the box. Laid backwards to João Moutinho, lines up the ball into the area, out to the back post. There's Pepe, wins the ball, nods it down, but not particularly well directed. Cristiano Ronaldo will keep it though, and Anthony Taylor stood on the edge of the area with his arm in the air. There's a flag up on the far side to indicate that Pepe just strayed a little offside, and the replay shows that is the correct decision by the officials. Another set piece, another free kick for Dimitrievski to take from the right-hand side of his goal area. Long ball downfield over the halfway line. Once again, it was intended for Milan Ristovski. One in the air by Danilo. He was aggressive with the jump, hands on the shoulders. Nothing given by Anthony Taylor. The ball is bowled out by the goalkeeper. João Moutinho is in possession of it, going towards the base of the centre circle inside his own half. Out to the right-hand side for Pepe. Down the line for João Cancelo on the halfway line. Backwards to Pepe once again. Skipped backwards to Diogo Costa on the edge of the D. Right-footed pass left to Nuno Mendes. Backwards to Danilo. Danilo shuffles the ball onto his right foot, goes square across the back line to Pepe, right of centre. Prods that out of his feet. He's looking for a forward ball, can only go to his right to João Cancelo. Down the line for Otavio. Otavio skips back into João Cancelo. North Macedonia retreating, getting lots of bodies between Portugal, the ball and the 18-yard box. João Moutinho to Bernardo Silva. Down the left-hand side is Nuno Mendes. Mendes skips in field past Riskovski. Sliding challenge from Konstantinov, though. It's recycled by Jota. Nuno Mendes is writhing in agony on the edge of the Portugal penalty area. Danilo plays that out of play. And Nuno Mendes will have a chance to receive some treatment. Danilo comes steaming forward to have a word with Anthony Taylor. It was quite a robust challenge. It really was. Konstantinov went flying through the air alongside Nuno Mendes. It wouldn't surprise me if this is a card of some kind. He's gone flying in off the ground on the right-hand side as Nuno Mendes broke towards the corner of the box. His right leg is stuck out, his left trailing leg is flying. His right leg collides with the right-hand side of Nuno Mendes. Well, he's still in the air. There's no studs up, there's no risk of Mendes fracturing his leg or something with the right foot. It wasn't planted, he was in motion. Anthony Taylor let it slide for the moment, but this may well be checked by VAR. It's good to see Nuno Mendes is back on his feet, hobbling off the field after treatment by the Portugal medical staff. They've got someone warming up already, just in case. But as it stands, Cristiano Ronaldo has had the best chance of the game so far. Flashing narrowly wide from the left-hand corner of the box. A left-footed strike just evaded the far post. Dimitrievski caught a little bit unawares by the early nature of the strike from Ronaldo. And we continue. Pepe out to the right-hand side. João Cancelo's on the halfway line. No card there for Tihomir Konstadinov. Out to the left-hand side from Danilo. Clipped ball down the line from Nuno Mendes. Finds Ronaldo. Throws into play quickly. Diogo Jota on the edge of the area. Clearance there from North Macedonia. And a bit of a collision as he went to ground from a Demi. Diogo Jota once again having words with people, shrugging off at the words of a teammate, the consoling words of an opponent as well. Enis Baldi's the man who was fouled. He was kicked rather by Diogo Jota as the ball disappeared. As he went to ground, he slammed into the back of Danilo, into the feet of Pepe, the furthest man back in terms of outfield players. Across to Pepe, central area, just outside his box. He's being pressed now by Milan Ristovski. Now to the right-hand side, João Moutinho's dropped in alongside the centre-half. Plays the ball down the line for João Cancelo. Cancelo tries to run away from Alex Tchaikovsky. So blocks the pass infield. It's going to be a throw into Cancelo to take just on the halfway line. Cancelo goes backwards to Pepe, right of centre, 12 yards from the halfway line, but that's decreasing. Inside it goes to Silva, inside the centre circle, inside his own half too. Bernardo Silva shifting the ball from left to right, trying to find a pass and can only find Pepe just to his right-hand side. He's got Milan Ristovski in his way. So does Bernardo Silva now on the right-hand side of the centre circle. To the left-hand side is Danilo. Right-footed pass out to the left-hand side for Nuno Mendes. Looks to have recovered well. Good pass in field to Diogo Jota. Backheel into the feet of Ronaldo. He's been swamped by 3 North Macedonia shirts. And the ball is broken forward off of him to Milan Ristovski. Into the feet of Barty. Out to the right-hand side to Stefan Ristovski. Shifted in field. That's a poor pass. He's given it away. It's laid off to Cristiano Ronaldo from Fernandes. Back to Fernandes. Fernandes strikes into the bottom corner. Portugal opened the scoring and Macedonia really did it to themselves. The ball passed backwards, was cut off by Fernandes. He found Cristiano Ronaldo. It was 2-on-3, driving towards the Macedonia box. He's been mobbed by his teammates, Bruno Fernandes. There's a real bundle of bodies in that corner flag. And Macedonia, they've been... Well, it came to fruition there. And Ronaldo, just when you thought he was going to open up and strike himself, he was unselfish, prodded it back into the path of Bruno Fernandes. There was 2 players sucked towards Cristiano Ronaldo. Gave Bruno Fernandes the time and space to pick his spot and hammer it into the bottom corner. Past the despairing right-handed dive of Stole Dimitrievski. And Stefan Ristovski, the North Macedonia captain, can look on in horror with his head in his hands. He's put his side on the back foot. And they're back underway. It goes backwards to Muslia. Almost robbed by Ronaldo there. Prodded out to the left-hand side for Alioski. Can Macedonia respond? Forward to Bardi. Challenge on the far side, on the right-hand side by João Moutinho. Out of play for a Macedonia throw-in. It's a second goal in 9 games for Portugal. Bruno Fernandes going backwards to Bardi. That being hassled by Otavio, almost wins the ball back. Vardy out to the left-hand side. Alioski goes down into the challenge of Fernandez. It'll be a throw-in, though. And Alioski collects the ball from the far side to lob back into play. Goes square into Ademi. Ademi backwards to Vistra Muslia. To the feet of the goalkeeper from the left-hand corner of the 6-yard box. Here's Dimitrievski. Wandering out of his area now, out to the edge of the D. Lines up a long ball, just goes to Velkovsky instead. Into midfield for Ademi. Out to the right-hand side for captain Stefan Ristovski. Almost caught was Elif Elmas. Running away well is Bardi. He's a very tidy player. Picked off, though, his pass was by Danilo. Square to the right-hand side now for João Cancelo. Ball down the line for Ronaldo. Marshalling him is Muslia. He's trying to force him wide. Ronaldo squares up against him and Alioski. Backwards to Fernandez. Into midfield now for João Cancelo. Back out wide to Fernandez. First time ball back to Cancelo. Inside it goes to Otavio. Otavio back to João Cancelo. Right of centre. He's drifting more centrally low. Chips one up in the air and sprinting back onto it is Bernardo Silva. Heads that down into the feet of Danilo. Just to the left-hand side of the centre circle and 12 yards behind it. Forward ball to João Moutinho. On that left-hand side of the centre circle. Wide to Bernardo Silva. Into the feet of Nuno Mendes. Goes backwards once again to Danilo. Left of centre inside Portugal's half. Right of centre is Pepe. Looks to his right-hand side. Goes centrally. Forward ball to Otavio. Square. 6 yards to his left is João Moutinho. Backwards to Danilo. Danilo shifting the ball from right to left. Looking for another ball forward. Goes square to Pepe though. Pepe prods that wide to João Cancelo. Retreating back towards his own goal though. The City fullback. Forward ball into the midfield for Fernandez. Trying to shrug off the challenge. This time of Alioski. He's wide on the left-hand side. There's a poor tackle. This time it was on Otavio from Alioski. On the halfway line, down the Portugal right-hand side, and they will have a free kick. Just a little bit clumsy there. Ezgian Alioski. Free kick has been taken. It's Bernardo Silva at the base of the centre circle. Right of centre is Pepe. Forward ball to Fernandez. Prodded out to the right-hand side around the challenge of Tchaikovsky. Running forward is Cancelo. Otavio, give and go. There's Cancelo with the ball towards Cristiano Ronaldo. Nodded away by Ristovski out to the edge of the area. Laid backwards into the feet of Ronaldo on the corner of the box. Ronaldo outside of the boot ball. Headed away by Velkovsky. Helped on its way by Elmas. Forward ball, but they can't keep it, Macedonia. Danilo out to the left-hand side now for Nuno Mendes. Look down the line, but has to go backwards to Pepe. Midway through his own half, left of centre. Shifts right to the right-hand side. Finds João Moutinho. Left-footed pass over to the halfway line. It's Bruno Fernandes. Early ball in towards the box. It was Cristiano Ronaldo and headed up and away by Velkovsky. There's Konstantinov trying to help out, but Ristovski's under a bit of pressure, trying to shield the ball, and he's drawn the foul well from Diogo Jota. And once again, at times it feels like Diogo Jota has never played a game of football before and can't believe that decisions get given against him, because once again, there he is with his head in his hands and a sarcastic smile at Anthony Taylor. He should know the referee well. It's a surefire way of getting in his bad books. His long ball down the right-hand side from Dimitrievski. Flicked up by Danilo, but backwards towards his own box. Jumping for it was Pepe. He won the ball too. But he's been fouled by Tchaikovsky, says Anthony Taylor. It'll be a free kick from the left centre of the edge of the Portugal 18-yard box. Blagoje Milevski's out on, leaning up against his dugout. Can't read him at all. So very much one of those managers that keeps his cards close to his chest. It's now with Danilo, left of the edge of the 18-yard box. Forward ball into midfield for Bernardo Silva. Back out to the right-hand side for Pepe. Goes backwards to Diogo Costa. Here's the goalkeeper out to the edge of his area. Right-footed ball, rifled downfield, out to the left-hand side. Jumping forward is Diogo Jota. Flicks it infield. Cleared, though, by Velkovsky over the halfway line. Danilo collects left of centre. Right-footed pass all the way back to Diogo Costa. He'll start again, the goalkeeper. Out to the right-hand side now for Pepe. Pepe infield to João Moutinho for Portugal. And Wolves into the feet now of Bernardo Silva. Back inside to João Moutinho at the base of the centre circle. Forward ball to Otavio. Returns it to Moutinho. Right-hand side is Pepe. Right of centre. Forward ball to Otavio. Otavio to the wide. João Cancelo. Cancelo. He's going to drift backwards and infield and find a pass to João Moutinho in the centre circle. Moutinho looking towards Pepe. Feet in the ball just in front of him. Tracks him forward. Rifled the ball towards the run of Cristiano Ronaldo. Headed away by Velkovsky out to the edge of the area. Fernandes picked it up. Otavio prods it round the corner. But Fernandes has been penalised. And once again, another Portuguese strop received. Is received by Anthony Taylor following a foul. And a clear one too by Bruno Fernandes. This will be a free kick from just outside the area for North Macedonia. Heading towards 40 minutes on the clock in this crucial World Cup qualifying playoff. It's Portugal 1, Macedonia 0. Long ball forward, one in the air by Danilo. It's going to be launched back downfield by João Moutinho. Going to dribble all the way through to Dimitrievski on the edge of his D. Forward ball to Muslia. Laid back to Dimitrievski once again. He's inside his own penalty area. Looking for a ball forward. He's taking his time with it too. Finally does clip it up towards Milan Listovski. One in the air though by João Moutinho. Tchaikovsky gives chase to the second ball. Fernandes has been robbed in midfield. Good little turn there by Macedonia by Alex Tchaikovsky, but João Moutinho nips in and wins the ball back for Portugal. He's lifted it down the right-hand touchline ever so well too, and Diogo Jota tries to get steaming away, but that's a good challenge by Alioski, left back. And a throw in to be taken by Portugal on their right-hand side, just on the halfway line. It's thrown in and passed across the Danilo, left of centre. Forward ball from Bernardo Silva. Ronaldo drops deep towards the halfway line. He goes charging down the left-hand side, but coming in on the cover is Bardi. Further forward for Nuno Mendes. He's got two in front of him. Ronaldo back heels the pass immediately to Bernardo Silva. Backwards to Danilo. On the centre spot is Pepe. Kicks one out to the left-hand side. It's Ronaldo to the byline. Ronaldo left-footed, but in field. It's dropped onto Diogo Jota. Little bit of confusion between the goalkeeper and the defenders, and Jota finds the side netting. Just a little bit more composure needed from the Liverpool striker. Ronaldo bent his run, ran inside. May just be slightly offside, but had a chance to fire across goal. Didn't get his cut back well. Executed. Bit of confusion between Dimitrievski and Muslia. Muslia came across in front of the goalkeeper, who was about to collect the ball off the deck. And it came off of Muslia onto the thigh of Diogo Jota, breaking towards the corner of the area. Trying to turn quickly and fire it into the near post, but can only find the side netting. And Portugal have recovered the ball from the goal kick. Here's Danilo once again. Forward ball to João Moutinho. Moutinho recovers it from Danilo. Forward ball down the touchline. Now getting involved is Bernardo Silva. Backwards to Pepe. Forward to Bernardo Silva, right of centre in a defensive position. Almost at the right back area at the moment. Across it goes to Danilo, left of centre. Playing its way forward. Pepe now, right of centre, out to the right-hand side. Good chance for Bernardo Silva to carry the ball forward, out to the right touchline for João Cancelo. Spins away from the attentions of Alex Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky will skip this backwards to Pepe. Pepe across to João Moutinho at the base of the centre circle. Back out to the right of centre for Pepe, just inside his own half. Infield to João Moutinho in a central area, middle of the grouping of three, with Danilo now carrying it forward, left of centre. Down the left-hand side it goes for Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes tried to skip away from the challenge of Konstantinov, but he won the ball well and out of play for a throw into Portugal. Mendes throws backwards to Danilo, tight to the touchline inside his own half. Infield now to Pepe. Pepe in a central area, being hunted down by Milan Listovski. Wide to the left-hand side for Danilo. Back infield it goes now for Pepe. Listovski gives chase. On the right-hand side of that back three at the moment is Bernardo Silva. Forward ball up to Cristiano Ronaldo on the left-hand side. There's a Milan Listovski, tries to go down the right-hand touchline, and Ristovski's recovered the ball. He's drifting from left to right into the centre circle, backwards to Velkovsky. And Velkovsky will prod this all the way back to Dimitrievski. Gets underneath it. First time ball up towards Milan Listovski, off his chest into midfield. Recovering the ball well is Ademi, but he's been hunted by two Portugal players. Turned away from it well though. Driving forward is Elif Elmas. On the edge of the area, he's lost the ball to Pepe. And that's a poor challenge from Konstantinov, just bundling into the back of Bernardo Silva. Midway through the Portugal half, a little shove from Pepe at Vladimir Konstantinov. Spiky character that he is, Pepe. And he will take the resulting free kick from right in the middle of Portugal's half of the field. It's going to go square, 10 yards to his left to Danilo. Danilo stops the ball under his right foot and shifts chips it out to Bernardo Silva. Left-footed pass to the right-hand side for João Cancelo. Chops into his right foot into the right-hand channel. Backwards it goes now, once again to Bernardo Silva. João Moutinho is offering a pass, but it's going to go backwards to Danilo on the left-hand side of the centre circle. Shifted across to Bruno Fernandes, playing as a left-back at the moment. Right-footed ball inside to Nuno Mendes, almost wins it, but does it the second bite to the cherry up against Stefan Ristovski. Still Mendes right close to the corner flag. Bit of support in Fernandes. Across comes the ball along the 6-yard line. It's prodded out of play and prodded out of the area and driving forward now in Macedonia from right to left under Ademi. Now ball down the left-hand touchline for Alioski. Forward into Tchaikovsky. He's been robbed of the ball by Otavio. Backwards to João Cancelo. Chipped up and down the right-hand touchline for Bernardo Silva. Alioski's going to try and win the ball back off him. Round the corner it goes for Cancelo. Prodded out of play by Ademi at the feet of João Cancelo, who found the byline. And that will be another corner kick. Bernardo Silva is deep in conversation with someone. Maybe João Cancelo. The back heel was lovely into the path of Cancelo under the challenge of Alioski. Bernardo Silva and Bruno Fernandes will both show interest in the corner. Silva just lurking near that corner flag. Taken one short already. Dimitrievski barks out the orders to his defenders. They're up from the back, Pepe and Danilo. In it comes, it's in towards the near post and headed away by Alioski. João Cancelo recovers back down the line. Alioski will give chase and play that forward. It's infield now to Milan Ristovski. Now it's got support down the left-hand side. Goes wide out there to Elifelmas. Left-footed ball out to Milan Ristovski. One in the air by Danilo. He's going to break here to Stefan Ristovski. Fires it back into the area onto the chest of Danilo. Good defending. He's carrying this forward to Portugal up towards the halfway line. Plenty of players forward as well for the men in red. It's backwards to Fernandes and out to the left-hand side for Otavio. Otavio drifts infield past Konstantinov. Ball between the lines. Lovely one for Cristiano Ronaldo, who lost it out to Velkovsky despite his protestations. And Macedonia play forward. Right-footed ball down the right-hand touchline. That was too far in front of Milan Ristovski, who gave up the ghost very quickly as it was collected by Diogo Costa. We're into 30 seconds of time added on of the minute that's been added by the officials. The 45 is up. Bruno Fernandes plays this back to Nuno Mendes. Portugal look content with what they've achieved so far in the first half and just going into a recovery mode. Is Costa out to the right-hand side is Pepe. Midway through his own half. Ball forward to João Cancelo. Backwards to Costa. Almost sold the goalkeeper short. A little bit of interest there from Macedonia. Headed forward by Ristovski after the clearance, but picked it up again. It's Bruno Fernandes on the left-hand side. He's got Ronaldo streaking away in front of him. Ronaldo will chase onto this. Ronaldo still in a crossing area on the left-hand side up against Ristovski. Backwards to Bruno Fernandes. We've had the minute of time. Fernandes lifts it to the right-hand side. João Cancelo on the corner of the box. Onto his left foot. Strikes from distance over the bar. Curling over the top. And that will be the final whistle of the first half. Anthony...
The live broadcast of this match will start momentarily. On FlashScore, you can also tune in to other commentaries. We regularly bring you the Premier League, the Champions League, or Europa League, while national team matches are also available. Do you want to look at stats while you wait? Have a look at our match details where you can find lineups, head-to-heads, and a lot of other interesting information. FlashScore, game-changing numbers.
Cristiano Ronaldo leads the Portugal side out onto the field at the Estadio do Dragão with just 45 minutes left in which they can seal their place in the FIFA 2022 World Cup in Qatar starting in November. They have control of the game, they have a goal in the game. All that's left is to hold on to this leading position, play their way through the resulting 45 minutes. Stadium is currently lit up by 50,000 lights from people's phones shining down in the darkness in Porto. Stefan Listovski, the North Macedonia captain, will be hoping for a vast improvement from his side in the second half, including him. He was the man who gave the ball away to Bruno Fernandes to set up the Portugal open up. They'll be playing from left to right this evening, Portugal, in the second half, and North Macedonia from right to left, all in white. If you are only just joining us, Portugal in red shirts, green shorts and red socks. Anthony Taylor, the referee, he's just waiting for confirmation from the officials on the sideline in his ear to get this second half back underway in Portugal. A date with destiny, the last chance either side have to reach the World Cup. It's backwards to João Moutinho, out to the right-hand side for João Cancelo. Inside, right of centre is Pepe. Shifts it across to that line to Danilo. Back to Pepe, right of centre, midway through his own half. Again passes to Danilo to the left-hand side, left of centre. Wide to the fullback, Nuno Mendes. Back inside to Danilo. Retreating back towards the edge of his own box. Macedonia pressing a bit of a higher line at the moment. It's into the feet of Pepe, charging forward. There was Elif Elmas. He's filling in high up front alongside Listovski. Danilo from the edge of the area to the right-hand side of the area for Pepe. Down the line for João Cancelo. Lifts one forward, looking for the run of Jota. Off the chest of Muslia, wide to the left-hand side for Alioski. He chips one down the line, diving header from Pepe. Straight onto Bardi, lifts that forward for Elif Elmas. Picked off though by Fernandes. Backwards to João Cancelo. Back down the line for Fernandes. A little bit of space here. Plays one forward to Jota between Alioski and the midfield of Ademi, and it's his pass back is picked off easily by Konstadinov. Konstadinov on the left-hand side goes backwards now to Alioski. Back in field to Konstadinov, left of centre, inside his half of the field. Backwards to Darko Velkovski, carrying the ball forward to halfway. Ball forward now to Konstadinov, out to the right-hand side to Stefan Listovski. There's a ball into the box. Pepe heads away, out towards the far side, battling for it. They've made a change, have North Macedonia. We'll bring you information on that soon. It's backwards though. It's out to the right-hand side for João Cancelo. A little bit of a foul in the midfield. Referee Anthony Taylor waves play on. Cancelo. Backwards to Pepe. Further back to Danilo. Danilo back to Pepe. Pepe lines up a long ball. Thinks better of it. Goes wide to João Cancelo. Cancelo skipping backwards. Plays the ball to Costa's feet, the goalkeeper. Long ball out to the left-hand side, through the air, looking for Mendes. Takes that down well on his left foot, but he's up against Konstadinov. Backwards it goes now to Bernardo Silva. left of centre, but tracking into the air, into the middle of the field. Back down the line for Nuno Mendes. He's got support forward in the face of Diogo Jota, in the form of Diogo Jota, I should say. Backwards to Bernardo Silva, midway through the Macedonia half, quite tight to the left-hand side. So is Jota. Jota's stopped the ball down the line for Otavio. Backwards to Jota again, into the centre circle for Pepe. Takes a touch, lifted out to the right-hand side. Ball wide to João Cancelo. Cancelo up against Alioski. Step over and goes inside instead. Ball forward to Otavio. Backwards to Ronaldo, who's tight on the right-hand side. Inside it goes to João Moutinho. Moutinho square to Bernardo Silva. Left-footed pass out to the left-hand side for Nuno Mendes in a crossing position. Down the line for Jota. Jota up against Ademi. Ademi's doing well though, and he's won the ball back and he's going to clear this. He's running past one in field to Konstantinov. Back out wide to Ademi. Macedonia really taking their time over this, and the clearance is picked off quite easily by Nuno Mendes. It was a tame 1-2 from Ristovski. Round the corner goes Nuno Mendes, fires the ball across goal, and it's out of play immediately. Bounces on the far side for a goal kick. And despite North Macedonia's inability to get the ball clear and downfield, and the fancy footwork from Nuno Mendes skipping past Stefan Ristovski, still no chance. Long ball forward from Dimitrievski, one in the air though by Cancelo, infield to João Moutinho. Not that forward, but it's only going to find its way to Visram Musliu. Musliu out to the left-hand side now. Again, right-footed ball down the line into the feet of Tchaikovsky. There's Bardi picking up the ball in a defensive area. Bardi trying to twist and turn away from the challenges and does so well. And eventually goes to ground under the challenge of João Moutinho. Anthony Taylor runs away. The ball taken quickly out to the right-hand side. Is Stefan Ristovski up from fullback. Down the line it will go to Konstantinov. He's turned back in field. He's onto his right foot. There's the cross into the box. It's headed away by Pepe. It was directed to the new man, Bojan Miovski. Tell you who's gone off. I think it might be Milan Ristovski. It's backwards though, all the way cleared by Portugal to Velkovski. Now Dimitrievski back out to the right-hand side to Velkovski. Skips past the outstretched boot of Diogo Jota. It's back with Visram Musliu. Forward ball into midfield for Ademi. Now back to Musliu. Left of centre, running back towards his own goal now, being hunted down by Otavio. Ball backwards to Velkovski. Forward ball to Bardu. Out down the line for Alioski. He won't get there, but João Cancelo will, and tamely passes the ball down the line for Fernandes. Turns away well from Elif Elmas. He's won the ball back though, has Enis Bardi. Bardi's been penalised. It was a clumsy challenge there on Otavio. Referee Anthony Taylor blows the whistle. Portugal will have the free kick down the right-hand side on the halfway line. 50 minutes on the clock. Portugal 1, North Macedonia 0. Just a little clip of the ankles there. The foul was from Elif Elmas. Either that one or the one from Visram Musliu, just bundling into the back of Otavio. Free kick taken quickly. It's Cristiano Ronaldo on the right-hand side. Now to Bruno Fernandes. Back to Ronaldo in a crossing position. 6 yards from the corner flag. It's picked off though. His pass backwards to João Cancelo by Tchaikovsky. Into midfield for Bardu. Fires it out to Elif Elmas, and he puts a hand up as it deflects off of a Portuguese foot and out for a throw down the left-hand side for North Macedonia. That's been left to Alioski as Elif Elmas walks away, walks forward, determined in his stride. Here's Gian Alioski. Looking intently into the middle of the field, goes backwards though to Visram Musliu, across the back line to Darko Velkovski. Back to Musliu, left of centre. Tracks back inside to Velkovski, central area, a third of the way through his own half. Goes backwards now to Dimitrievski, onto his right foot, passes out to the left-hand side. Musliu being forced further back on North Macedonia. Left-footed clearance from Dimitrievski, and he hasn't got very far on it. Won by Otavio, lifted forward by Bruno Fernandes. Drops there for Bernardo Silva, can't get control of the ball. They got it away, half Macedonia. Bardu, has he been fouled? Bruno Fernandes from the edge of the area, low across the ground and into the chest of Stodo Dimitrievski. He's bowled this out to the right-hand side. Driving forward is the North Macedonia captain, Stefan Ristovski. Ristovski forward now to Alex Tchaikovsky. Both of them running in tandem down the right-hand side. Ball wide to Stefan Ristovski, the captain. Nuno Mendes has bit in and won the ball back, and he's driving forward too. Portugal on the attack. Jota to the left-hand side. Ball inside, looking for Ronaldo. Picked off easily by Vizra Musliu on the edge of the box. Velkovsky back to the goalkeeper, Dimitrievski. First time right-footed ball up to the halfway line. Taken down well by Tchaikovsky. Spins away from the challenge of Bernardo Silva. Tchaikovsky outside of the boot ball, looking for Elmas. One, though, over the top of the Macedonia number 7, taken down by João Cancelo. Inside to Pepe and back out wide to Cancelo. He's running back towards his own goal, though. In field, it goes to Danilo. He's got a bit of space to pick a pass and take his time. The Portugal centre-half forward into midfield for Bernardo Silva. Backwards it goes to Danilo again. Across the back line to Pepe, right of centre. Wide down the touchline for João Cancelo. Lifts it forward, looking for Ronaldo. Back in into the path of Otavio. Picked off, though, well by Bardi. Bardi driving forward ball. That's a nice one to Miovski. Now out to the right-hand side, right of centre, bursting forward from right-back. That was Stefan Ristovski. He was taken to the ground by Diogo Jota, tracking back from his attacking role, and once again there's a hands on hip stare at Anthony Taylor from the Liverpool striker. Just had a hand on the side of the North Macedonia captain. And it's Portugal that have had the first real testing effort on goal. That was for Bruno Fernandes just a few minutes ago, but North Macedonia manufactures something this with Enis Baldi standing over the ball. Anthony Taylor's retreated the two-man wall back. He's put the magic vanishing spray and made the line. Diogo Costa stares intently from his near post, his left hand upright. There's two standing over the ball. Bardi's one of them. So is Alioski with the left foot. It's around 40 yards from goal. There's a queue of Macedonia players at the back post. In comes the delivery. It's headed away by Pepe. Will it drop here to Alioski? It will. Alioski on the right-hand side. Ball through between the lines to Tchaikovsky on the corner of the box. Tchaikovsky heading towards the byline, looking to cut it back. Finds the heels of João Moutinho. Cleared downfield by Silva into the path of Jota. Well played there by Stefan Ristovski. Gets it out of play. That'll be a throw into Portugal down their left-hand side. And the set piece didn't really come to fruition there from North Macedonia. Here's Silva. Infield to Danilo. Left of centre on the edge of his box, but tracking more centrally now. Running right through the middle of the field and out to the right-hand side. He's looking for support, but there was none forthcoming. Goes backwards to Pepe. Pepe to the left for Bernardo Silva, dropping in alongside the centre-half, so he can be separated by just a couple of yards. Danilo now charges forward from the right of centre position, wide to the right-hand side. João Cancelo comes in off the touchline, looking for a pass, finds Pepe under a bit of pressure now. Being hunted down is the goalkeeper. Costa clears under pressure, but gets it long downfield. One in the air by Alioski, off the chest of Bruno Fernandes, driving forward. Early ball forward, looking for Cristiano Ronaldo. May even have attempted a shot on goal there with Dimitrievski stealing off the line a little. But either way, neither would have worked. It's into the midfield for Tchaikovsky. Shifted out to the right-hand side, taken down by Stefan Ristovski. Backwards it goes now to Balti, into the feet of Velkovsky, across to the left of centre, Vizra Musliu. Midway through his own half, right-footed pass to the left-hand side to the left-back Alioski. Just edging towards the halfway line. Back in field, though, to Musliu. Musliu, forward ball into the centre of the centre circle for Balti. Running away from the challenges is Ademi, trying to find another ball forward to Miovski. Challenge there, sliding in goes Bruno Fernandes. Wins the ball, does he? It was Bernardo Silva at the feet of Elmas. And Anthony Taylor gives the free kick to Macedonia, and they've already taken it short. They're driving forward on the right-hand side. Stefan Ristovski tries to play it to Bardi. Good challenge there from Pepe. He's gone down very easily under the shoulder charge from the North Macedonia number 10, and Anthony Taylor is forthcoming with the whistle. Gives the foul to Portugal. It'll be taken from just outside the box on the corner of their 18-yard area. Didn't look to be much in it to me, but Anthony Taylor is the man with the training and the black shirt and the whistle this evening. Pepe is back on his feet, of course, and fine, and Danilo goes square into Diogo Costa, who's just to the left of this penalty spot inside his 18-yard box. Lines up the ball, long ball downfield, out towards the central area. Underneath it is Diogo Jota. It's Otavio, in fact, and he's won the ball from Alioski. Across comes Musliu to help him out. Alioski's still there, biting back at Otavio to the byline, cuts it back off of Musliu, out of play. Corner kick to Portugal, down their right-hand side. Familiar pattern is starting to evolve with Otavio, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, all playing as and where they see fit, and it's very difficult for North Macedonia to keep track of any of them. On the right-hand side, it'll be a corner kick to Portugal, and they extend their lead. Bruno Fernandes to take, whips it away from the goalkeeper towards the back post. Jumping forward is Jota, drops on the edge of the area to Otavio. João Moutinho lifts it back out to the right-hand side, finds Fernandes, takes it down well, cross into the box along the ground, cleared away. Once again by Velkovsky, looks to be another corner too. Bruno Fernandes has walked away from this one. Effortless touch from the Manchester United man to take it down and then ping it into the box. It's a throw-in, but it's taken quickly to Bernardo Silva. Tracks backwards and then finds the ball down the line for João Cancelo. The two teammates looking up. João Cancelo lines up the cross, lifts it high beyond the 18-yard box, comes down off the chest of Stefan Ristovski. Did the safe thing, out of play for another corner kick, this time from the Portugal left-hand side. And Fernando Santos continues his circuit of the technical area, wandering around that. Chance to blow his nose as over on that far side, on that left-hand side. They're setting up for the corner. The big men are up from the back. Pepe's there. Fernandes will take this one and swing it in towards the near post, off the head of Ronaldo, but he can't get any direction on it. It's lifted high and wide and into the Portuguese supporters behind the goal of Stolar Dimitrievski. It was a good routine, but it would have been quite a remarkable header to have beaten the goalkeeper from that position, running away from the goal, and without a sight of it, Dimitrievski, the number one, has spotted the ball up in the central area on his 6-yard line and will strike this long downfield. And there'll be another change here for North Macedonia. That's the end of Alex Slikovsky's night. He pulled off the remarkable against Italy, and on comes Darko Cherlinov instead of Schalke, the number 11. Cleared downfield by the goalkeeper, drops into midfield. Stefan Ristovski finds Elif Elmas. Backwards it goes now to Ademi. He's joining in with the centre halves. Square to the right-hand side to Velkovsky. Out to the right-hand side now. Good attacking move from Macedonia. Down the right-hand touchline it goes. There's Ristovski again. He's looking to find it back to Miovski, but cleared by Portugal. Only as far as the midfield. It's dropped into Bardi's feet out to the right-hand side. Here's Stefan Ristovski once again. He's been met by Diogo Jota, who's playing more defensively than he did in the first half. Bardi out to the right-hand side, laid backwards down the line to Stefan Ristovski. Infield now to Musliu in the centre circle. Prods that forward now to Bardi again. Key man for Macedonia. Wants to get in the game and doesn't want to be this far back on the halfway line. Trying to spin away from João Moutinho. He sticks to his task well. Out to the left-hand side now for Alioski. Alioski infield to Elif Elmas. Elmas trying to spin away from Bernardo Silva this time. Forward ball to Miovski, who tracked back into the halfway line. Forward pass from Musliu, back to Musliu's feet. He's trying to run away from the challenges and does so well, and finds the ball out to the left-hand side. There's Bardi, forward ball to Alioski, trying to come in off the touchline, goes infield now. Well won, taken in the stride by Elif Elmas. He's poked the ball between two Portugal players, went to the ground expecting the free kick, but instead the challenge on Bruno Fernandes has been penalised from Ariane Ademi. Bit of an agricultural one, just came in, knew what he was doing, I'm sure, and took the legs out from underneath the Manchester United midfielder. That'll be a free kick to Portugal, right on the right centre area on the halfway line. And as yet, Macedonia really haven't tested Diogo Costa. They have to change that. They've only completed 175 passes to Portugal's 370 odd. A few more have just been completed by Pepe and Danilo since I started reading that stat, and it's on the right-hand side to João Cancelo. Good foot there from Elif Elmas in the midfield. It's dropped here to Musliu, driving from left to right into a central area. Laid back from Konstantinov into the feet of Ristovski, into Ademi. Back it goes now to Velkovsky. Fernandes is pressing him. Forward ball to Miovski, tracking back from an attacking position now. Ristovski will play back to the goalkeeper. He's on the right-hand side of his 18-yard box. Long ball forward, looking down the right-hand side. One in the air by Nuno Mendes for Portugal. All the way through to Bruno Fernandes. Wide to the left-hand side. It's a good pass to Diogo Jota, but good defending too from Darko Velkovsky. Just got in the Liverpool striker's way. Wins the ball back for North Macedonia. That will be a goal kick. Another one for Stolar Dimitrievski. Forward ball from Vukiewski into Bardi. Party's deep in his own half. It's chipped up into midfield. Past one Macedonian player, but it's found its way to Miovski. He's running back towards his own half. Advantage play. Lifted out to the left-hand side for Alioski. First touch of the game for Cherlinov, driving down the left-hand side into the feet of Alioski too. Alioski backwards to Cherlinov. Cherlinov drifting in field. Chips one up off of the hands or the chest of Bernardo Silva. Appeals from Macedonia, nothing given. Portugal drive it away. Forward ball intended for Pepe, who was on an attacking foray. Ronaldo will chase Volkovski, but he does so well to nip the ball away from Ronaldo, and it's with Vardy now, just inside his own half, left of centre. Square pass to Elif-Elmas, forward ball to Cherlinov, out to the left-hand side for Alioski. He will look down the line, but looks in field instead for Cherlinov. Flipped on by Cherlinov in field, but Nuno Mendes receives the ball. Down the left-hand touchline. Here come Portugal once again. Charging forward is Diogo Jota. He's got Ronaldo out to his left, and so held up on the edge of the area. Bruno Fernandes, 30 yards from goal, finds the ball out to the right-hand side for Bernardo Silva, drifts onto his left foot, still in possession of the ball, goes round on a 360-degree turn, still slips to the ground and retains possession, backwards to his teammate from Manchester City, João Cancelo, infield to João Moutinho, another Premier League connection at Wolves, back to João Cancelo. Pepe steps over the ball, goes backwards to the goalkeeper, Diogo Costa. Good defensive play there from North Macedonia, forcing Portugal all the way back to the centre half. Is Danilou to the right-hand side for Pepe, right of centre. Avoids the challenge of Elif-Elmas to pass it back to Danilou, and essentially all the way to Diogo Costa. A few yards inside his box, to the right-hand side, right of centre is Pepe. Looks for a long ball forward. Ronaldo will chase and taken in his stride too. Bursting down the right-hand side, Ronaldo, but he's been shrugged off the ball with ease by Visra Musliu. Down the line it goes. It's off the toe of João Cancelo. Almost feeds it to Cherlinov. He went sliding in at Cancelo. Pepe forward for Portugal. Into midfield for Otavio. Picked off the square pass from Bernardo Silva. Almost finds a way through to Konstantinov, but that's evaded him and found Nuno Mendes. Mendes on the centre spot. Square to the right-hand side. Right of centre is João Moutinho. 6 yards forward, 10 yards forward. Still carrying the ball. Out to the right-hand side for Bruno Fernandes. Backwards to João Cancelo. Cancelo tries to go inside. He's been picked. His pocket has been picked by Elif-Elmas. Square into midfield. Here's Bardi, the man they want on the ball in this kind of situation. Breaking forward North Macedonia. Still Bardi going. Good challenge by Pepe. 30 yards from goal. Fernandes steering it forward. It's Bernardo Silva to Otavio. Wide to the left-hand side. There's Diogo Jota. Jota, left-footed ball into Fernandes. Fernandes on the volley, and there's a second. Wonderful finish by Bruno Fernandes. Central area. Around 16 yards from goal, the ball in from Diogo Jota was just aching to be smacked. And smash it he did. Past Dimitrievski, who would have had to have incredible reflexes to get across to that. It was hit with venom and power. And that's the second goal, that's the cushion that Portugal were looking for. They will check this for offside, of course. Bruno Fernandes in the central area. The ball came in from the left-hand side from Diogo Jota. They were breaking so well, North Macedonia. Bardi was robbed by Pepe. Fernandes poked it forward. Otavio out to the left-hand side for Jota, who was in line. And then Bruno Fernandes timed his run. It looked to be perfect to me. He just hit it on the half volley, just to the right of the centre spot. Right into the side netting, into the top corner, the right-hand side. And Dimitrievski tried to gamble one way. He was left short, and that's 2 to the good for Portugal. And North Macedonia having really not tested Diogo Costa yet this evening. That may be the game over for them with 25 minutes left in this World Cup playoff final. It's a second in the game for Fernandes. And the better of the two, of course, is Alioski. Infield to Elif-Elmas, and it's been picked off again. Here is Bruno Fernandes. This is starting to look very comfortable for Portugal. Prods forward to Jota. Jota skips away from one challenge into the box. Goes Jota. Jota with plenty of support. Tries to cut it across the line. Tchaikovsky. It's Alioski, in fact, and Diogo Jota reacted angrily as Alioski just shoved him away after the challenge. And Diogo Jota squared up to Alioski. Anthony Taylor's got a bit of working out to do, and a bit of a handbags at dawn moment here down in the corner flag. There's 5 or 6 Macedonia players, and more Portugal men keep arriving. João Moutinho, João Cancelo, Bernardo Silva's all there. Otavio, and now Bruno Fernandes is walking the Macedonia captain Stefan Listovski away from the situation. I'm not sure that's the wisest thing for Macedonia. Jean Moutinho's just trying to have a word with Anthony Taylor. João Cancelo will be shown the yellow card for his part in the fray afterwards, and looks like Vizra Muslio will too. I think he was trying to be peacemaker, and Muslio has been shown the yellow card. That may be a case of mistaken identity as far as I'm concerned, but Anthony Taylor saying to the assistant referee it was you that made the decision. It's just Alioski was smiling at Diogo Jota's face. Diogo Jota, his nose straight pressed against Alioski's nose too. They're back underway here with a throw-in. Alioski's been penalised for a foul, probably a little bit of leftovers from that incident. It's pulled back on Otavio. It'll be a free kick from the right-hand side between the edge of the box and the corner flag. Right in the middle of that little space there. Portuguese flags being flown with gusto. And Anthony Taylor's once again having to do some peacemaking here with Baldi standing over the ball. João Cancelo got involved once again. Bruno Fernandes is talking to his City mates, of course. João Cancelo at City and Fernandes at United. Fernando Santos walking with the air of a man who's waiting for the news. So desperately wants Macedonia. Well, it could really be curtains if Bruno Fernandes can pull off a piece of magic here with this free kick from the right-hand side. Plenty to aim for. Danilo, Pepe, Cristiano Ronaldo, all in a line on the 6-yard line. Muslio's trying desperately to marshal the former Real Madrid and Juventus great. Here's Bruno Fernandes, one arm in the air. In comes the free kick now, whips away from the goalkeeper, out to the edge of the box, cleared well and easily by Macedonia. It's dropping to the left-hand side. Bardi will give chase. Bruno Fernandes goes to collect in front of Fernando Santos and hands the ball to João Cancelo. Will be a throw into Portugal down their right-hand side, 10 yards forward from the halfway line. Scratch of the chin from Fernando Santos. João Cancelo throws into Jota, back to Cancelo, backwards to Pepe, in a bit of a pickle there and has to clear it out of play for a throw into North Macedonia. Otavio believes that's his and remonstrates with the assistant referee, who points towards the Portugal goal to indicate that's a Macedonia throw. Anthony Taylor's weighed in here and given the ball to Portugal instead. We saw a touch that the assistant referee didn't, so João Cancelo will have the throw. Cancelo into João Moutinho. His clearance comes off the face of Bruno Fernandes, but back to Moutinho, who steers it back to Danilo. Across it goes to Nuno Mendes. Down the line once again for Jota. Into midfield for Bernardo Silva. Steers this into the path of Danilo, left of centre, just shy of the half the centre circle. Now Pepe, wide to the right-hand side for Bruno Fernandes, popping up in the right-back position. Down the line for the right-back, João Cancelo. Back into his own half he goes, prods that back to Pepe. Forward ball into midfield for João Moutinho. Backwards to Danilo, left of centre, but tracking towards the right. João Cancelo has come off the right-hand touchline. That's a lovely ball, whipped with the outside of his boot to Bernardo Silva on the left-hand side of that defence, and into midfield for João Moutinho. Out to the right-hand side now for Bernardo Silva, driving forward from the right, down the right-hand touchline, lifts the ball down the line for João Cancelo to run onto. There's Alioski, left-footed pass down the line. It's found its target in Cherlinov, and infield to Bardi. Bardi prods it out to the left-hand side. Elif Elmas has been found on his heels there by the pass. That will be another throw into Portugal down the right-hand side with 20 minutes left of the 90. North Macedonian dreams of World Cup glory are starting to fade at the moment. Can they pull off something special again? Well, they can if they can pick it off like that. Alioski latching onto the ball. Alioski into the attacking third. Tried to put it between the legs of Otavio. Otavio caught a little errant hand in the process, and Otavio's counting the fouls that Alioski's made to Anthony Taylor. I don't think that was anything malicious. He went to jump over the top of Otavio, didn't get as much clearance, and apologised to him on the way down as his forearm just brushed the forehead of a 27-year-old. Out it comes from the goalkeeper to Pepe on the right-hand side of defence. Back inside, it's to the right of his goal is Costa. Lifts out to the left-hand side for Nuno Mendes, onto his left foot. First-time ball, been picked off though by Stefan Ristovski. Into the midfield for Bardi, 40 yards from goal. Bardi shifted onto his right, lining up the shot. Bardi strikes from distance, almost finds a deflection through Miovski didn't quite find a shot on target, did Enis Bardi. They really need him to perform. Hasn't been the most vintage of nights for North Macedonia. Bardi's trying to encourage his team to press up on the Portugal goal kick. It's taken short out to the right-hand side. João Cancelo will immediately be pressed by Cherlinov, who gets a boot in the way, and it's going to come off of him all the way out to play for a goal kick, immediately given back to the goalkeeper, Diogo Costa. Can't imagine that'll happen again, the short pass. After Cherlinov showed a good turn of pace to close down Manchester City's João Cancelo. Gone short to Pepe, rather. Right-footed ball down the right-hand touchline, fixed off the head of Otavio. Shuffled forward by Bruno Fernandes. Otavio gives chase. Alioski leans into him, wins the ball just outside the area. Anthony Taylor will show Alioski the yellow card, and he's got his arms out quizzically, not entirely sure why that's been given. And I have to say, I agree with him. Probably a little bit harshly punished, just lent into Otavio. And the challenge you see on Sunday League pitches, up and down, whatever country you're in. He just didn't wrap his arm round the left arm of Otavio to give Anthony Taylor the benefit of the doubt. Alioski is the latest man to go into the book, and despite his cries of anguish and claims of being mistreated in terms of the referee's decision, he has to get his defensive head on as Bernardo Silva stands over this free kick, and North Macedonia prepare a change, another one. It's going to be Askovski, the number 3, to come on. It looks like Alioski will be the man withdrawn as well. Otavio debating the point with Alioski still. Alioski's saying to Otavio, you need to stop with the imaginary card waving, and despite his spiky personality in the game, I do agree with Alioski there. The referee do his job. Fernandes and Bernardo Silva. It's on the right-hand side of the box. It's around 20 yards from goal. Fernandes towards the back post, lifted away well by Musliu. But Danilo will collect on the left-hand side of the area. Nuno Mendes to the back post. Jumping forward is Otavio. Cherlinov will keep it in play from going out of play for a goal kick. He's gone inside now. Long ball downfield, it's not going to be played, it's been given away. Otavio breaks into the area. Otavio pokes it out to Jota on the edge of the box. Lifts it towards Cristiano Ronaldo, but he was just on his heels and the ball probably wasn't going to be found by him. And Dimitrievski has spotted the ball up for a goal kick. Also changes afoot for Portugal. We'll bring you those as they happen. As Jan Alioski is making his way off for the field of play. On in his place is the number 3 defensive change. It's Stefan Ashkovski on the left-hand side with Stefan Vistovski now. Long ball downfield, so one in the air by Danilo. Out of play though, down the right-hand side for Macedonia. Thrown in by the captain Stefan Vistovski. It wasn't Alioski, in fact, that went off. It was Konstadinov. So throwing down the left-hand side for Portugal, and they'll make their changes now too. We'll try and run you through them afterwards. Otavio is going to be withdrawn. The number 16, the number 27 is coming off. And on his place, a more defensive-minded player in William Carvalho. And high five from substitutes on the bench and his manager. And trotting off is Diogo Jota. And he'll be replaced by the number 15, Rafael Leao. So changes are plenty so far. Diogo Jota receives high fives from all the coaching staff who came to greet him. Back underway with Pepe, right of centre just outside his area. Spins away from the challenge of Elif Elmas. Forward ball into midfield for Bruno Fernandes. Wide to the right-hand side for João Cancelo. Backwards to Pepe. Pepe into the goalkeeper's feet. Pepe Watches on as the goalkeeper launches to the right-hand side. Jumping for the ball was Bernardo Silva. He's lost out to Alioski, though, at left back. That'll be a throw into North Macedonia in the left-back position. Down their left-hand side. Still the frown for Fernando Santos. Someone needs to tell him that his side are 2-0 up. Backwards now to Alioski, skipping in from the touchline. Back again, that's almost sold short. Ronaldo almost poached the ball away from Visra Musliu, but it's out of play for a Portugal throw down their right-hand side. Infield, looking for Ronaldo, but it's picked off once again. That's a good challenge by João Moutinho, wide to the right-hand side, midway through the North Macedonia half. Here's Carvalho, backwards to Pepe, neat with his passing is Carvalho. Into midfield, the middle of the Portugal half for Danilo, carrying the ball forward to the left-hand side for Nuno Mendes. Ball down the line, that's aimless though, and will be collected by Dimitrievski without much to worry about. Long ball cleared forward, running onto it, Elif Elmas up against Pepe into the area. Just Pepe and the goalkeeper. Elif Elmas drops to the ground. He struck the ball. I think he's kicked the underside of Pepe's boot. It was in the way. Pepe's cleared down the left-hand touchline. Carvalho almost gives it away, and he does so. It's laid into the feet of Stefan Ristovski in the central area. There's appeals from Ristovski for a foul on Miovski in the box. He fed him the ball, and Portugal drive away. It's lifted out to the left-hand side. He's definitely onside. This is Bruno Fernandes. He's got Ronaldo inside him. Fernandes looking to set it up. Ronaldo, it's a good sliding challenge from Darko Velkovski in front of Ronaldo. They immediately jump to their feet in the North Macedonia defenders with the offside flag appealing for it. Anthony Taylor's down the other end of the field. He's run all the way back towards the 18-yard box. I'm sure this will be checked by VAR. The challenge on Miovski up front. That was a wonderful defensive challenge, though, by Darko Velkovski, sliding in just as Cristiano Ronaldo was about to pull the trigger in front of the front post. Elmas was the first penalty shout. Pepe stood on the ball and Elmas just kicked into him. The second, though, looks like it may have been prodded away just in time by Danilo. João Moutinho was pointing intently at the ball. And Anthony Taylor has gone over to check on Elif Elmas, who's still in quite some discomfort inside the Portugal box. Anthony Taylor's just put his finger to his ear. He's indicating to the Portugal players that he's still in discussions with the VAR. It's Kavanagh. Seen any replays so far, but still the treatment goes on. So Stefan Ashkovski has come on for Macedonia. It's 3 changes they've made, and having a second look from a different angle. It's very difficult to tell whether it's Miovski who gets the toe to the ball or Danilo the first man to get there. I think Danilo has had a reprieve by the fact that it doesn't necessarily look to be a clear and obvious area, but Anthony Taylor's still talking. Still working this out with his team. Chris Kavanagh and Stuart Atwell will be looking at these screens with some interest, as will the public at home in Portugal and North Macedonia. It's a very key part of the game. There's 10 minutes left of the 90. It's good to see Elif Elmas back on his feet and wandering off the field of play with the North Macedonia medical staff. As it stands, there will be a corner from the far side, from the left-hand side. And that seems to be that the VAR check is over. No penalty to North Macedonia. They've all set up defensively anyway, so I'm sure any hopes that they had quickly been dashed quite soon after the challenge. Lifted towards João Cancelo on the edge of the area. Plays that to João Moutinho. Back out wide to the left-hand side for Bruno Fernandes. Whipped in towards the area. It's off the head of Ronaldo and then punched clear by Dimitrievski. It's out to the edge of the area for João Cancelo down the right-hand side. He's tried to find a ball to his teammate alongside with him, Rafael Leao. It just brushed the top of Cristiano Ronaldo's hair, and Dimitrievski had committed to it. Carvalho on the halfway line will play this back to Diogo Costa. Time running away from North Macedonia. It goes backwards from Carvalho to Costa. Forward ball to Danilo. Out to the left-hand side. Infield to Danilo once again. Round the press. Danilo skips away from one challenge to Pepe. Shows a little bit of it to Miovski. Wide to the right-hand side for João Cancelo. It's been robbed from William Carvalho by Cherlinov. Infield from Bardi to Cherlinov. Loose touch though. Pepe carries it away for Portugal from the edge of the area. Right of centre towards the halfway line. Square into the feet of João Moutinho. Forward ball to Bruno Fernandes. Driving down the left-hand side. He's got Rafael Leao with him. Gives it to him. Back backwards to Nuno Mendes, forward to Leao once again. Now Ronaldo, back into the feet in midfield of João Moutinho. Now William Carvalho, left of centre, just to the side of the centre circle. Back to Pepe. Pepe, right of centre, a few yards shy of the halfway line. Now João Moutinho carrying it down the right-hand side. He's got support in the form of João Cancelo. Takes the ball, tries to roll it into the path of his teammate at Manchester City, Bernardo Silva. Comes up of Alioski, out of play for a throw to Portugal down their right-hand side. So 6 yards outside the box. Throws into João Moutinho. Lovely touch and turn towards the Macedonia penalty area. Bardi dangles a leg in. Backwards it goes from Moutinho to Danilo. Square to William Carvalho inside the centre circle, just inside North Macedonia's territory. Bounces it off Fernandes. Back it goes to Carvalho. Square to the right-hand side to Pepe. He's almost playing as a right back at the moment. His long ball forward is blocked by Bardi. Tracking to the ball is Alioski, trying desperately to keep it in play, but doesn't get there in time. Will go out of play for a throw into Portugal down their right-hand side. João Cancelo's got the ball already to take and throws into João Moutinho. Running away, Bernardo Silva now. Tries to put it in field, blocked out of play by Miovski. This will be Pepe standing over the ball, ready to throw it. There's less than 7 minutes left for Macedonia to pull back this 2-goal deficit, and it's really looking unlikely at the moment. Portugal look very comfortable. João Cancelo throws in, looking for Bernardo Silva. Here's Elif Elmas. As he fouled there by Bernardo Silva, he has been left of centre. Macedonia take the free kick quickly through Cherlanov, back to Alioski. Now Ademi. It's Musliu on the edge of his box, backwards to Dimitrievski. Lines up the clearance, long ball flapped through the air, downfield, looking for the head of Cherlanov. Giving a chase in the midfield was Elmas, but it's broken here to Cancelo. It's a good sliding challenge from Musliu. Feeds it to Elmas. Backwards it goes now. Forward this time. Left of centre with Bardi. Bardi lifted out to the right-hand side. Bit of space here. Jumping for the ball, but not winning it. Winning it was Nuno Mendes. He's let Rafael Leao drive forward, left of centre, driving towards the edge of the area. Leao with intent. Here's Carvalho on the edge of the box. Finds Cristiano Ronaldo, right of centre. 20 yards from goal to the right-hand side. Bernardo Silva lifts a left-footed cross, blocked away by Alioski to Elmas. Elmas backwards to Bardi, back to Elmas too. Elmas is trying to turn away from Carvalho. He's one on the edge of the area, but the pass is loose and allows Velkovski to get it away, but his pass too is loose towards Ashkovski and picked up easily by Nuno Mendes. Backwards to Carvalho, left of centre, midway through the North Macedonia half. Couple of passes exchanged between him and Bruno Fernandes, bursting towards the edge of the box. His chipped attempt to get a ball into the area is blocked by Velkovski. Going to go all the way back to Danilo on the left of the centre circle. Forward ball, just 6 yards in front of him is William Carvalho. Carvalho will carry the ball forward. He's not in any hurry. Out to the left-hand side for Nuno Mendes. Back inside to Danilo. Long ball whipped to the right-hand side. Taken down well by João Cancelo. Juggles it and then plays it back to João Moutinho. Back to Cancelo on the right-hand side. Drifting in off the touchline. Backwards it goes to Pepe. Right of centre inside his own half. Into the feet of Danilo. Central area. Just 10 or 15 yards shy of the centre circle. Turns away from the challenge of Miovski. Drives forward into the centre circle. Lifted out to the left-hand side. Lovely ball to Rafael Leao. Leao running against Stefan Ristovski. Still Leao towards the byline. Leao into the box. Cuts back to Ronaldo. Ronaldo takes the touch. Trying to shrug away from Musliu. Still Ronaldo. Can't get the shot away. Ronaldo out of the box. Goes wide. Goes backwards to Nuno Mendes. Infield to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes lines up the strike. Gives it to Carvalho instead. Back to the left to Fernandes. Out to the right-hand side. Loads of space for Cancelo here. Will he get the cross in? Or will they try and play something more intricate? Here's Cancelo. Infield to João Moutinho. Round the corner it goes for Bernardo Silva. Good challenge there from Darko Velkovski. Gets it out of play for another corner to Portugal. It's all one direction now. It's a good clearance there from Velkovski. Spotted the danger early. Put his foot through it into the stands. The body language from the men in white is really not good, and Portugal will take this opportunity to withdraw. Bernardo Silva. A couple of changes, in fact. Bernardo Silva is one of them. But Fernando Santos is getting frustrated here. He's not entirely sure that those are the right substitutions. And Michael Oliver is being spoken to by Fernando Santos. It won't, in fact, be Bernardo Silva to come off. It will, in fact, be Cristiano Ronaldo. In fact, that's going to be the North Macedonia change. I apologise So much confusion at the Estadio Dragao. Elif Elmas will come off. On in his place is Boban Nikolov. So number 16 replaces number 7. João Felix has also come on, and that was for Bernardo Silva, who receives the congratulations of his teammates on the bench as he take a seat. And Bruno Fernandes also has come off for Manchester United. He's got the 2 goals this evening, the all important ones. High five from his manager. There will be a corner kick to be defended. It's Mateus Nunes, the number 18 that's replaced Fernandes. In comes the ball from João Moutinho towards the back post. Jumping forward is William Carvalho, headed away well by Miovski. Clearance from Bardi, strikes the arm of the new man, Mateus Nunes. Its in comes to from Rafael Leao. There was no free kick given. William Carvalho recovers the ball on the edge of the area. Carvalho backwards, lifted to the right-hand side into the feet of João Moutinho. Further wide to the right for João Cancelo. Running at Alioski. Infield he goes, Cancelo. Feeds the ball to the new man, Mateus Nunes. Backwards it goes to Danilo. Fired to the right-hand side to Cancelo again. Infield to João Moutinho. Moutinho back out wide to Cancelo. Cherninov's won it, but he's been robbed by a lovely tackle from Cancelo. There was a back heel there from Felix to João Moutinho. Backwards to Danilo. Right of centre in the defensive position. Back all the way to Diogo Costa. Got less than 2 minutes left of the 90. Costa takes a touch out of his feet. Fires one downfield towards the left-hand side. That's for Rafael Leao. One in the air by Stefan Ristovski. His header drops to Cristiano Ronaldo. Played out to the left-hand side to Rafael Leao. Still, infield it goes. It's a pass between João Felix and Ronaldo. Prodded away by Velkovski. Out to the left-hand side for Alioski. Into the last minute of the 90. Alioski up to the halfway line. Infield it goes to Miovski. Lays this off to Ademi. Ademi infield now once again. It's a good pass to Ashkovski. Backwards to Muslia. This is not the direction that Macedonia want to be playing. It's Velkovski right of centre. Infield to Nikolov. Nikolov in the centre circle. Backwards once again to Musliu. Musliu lines up a clearance but goes with a left-footed pass to his right-hand side to his centre-half colleague Velkovski. Further wide to the captain Stefan Ristovski. Infield to Nikolov. Ball over the top, and this will be chased well and chased hard by Ashkovski to the byline. Sliding challenge came in from Nuno Mendes. They've won a corner here, Macedonia. Very late in the day. Bardi will be the man to take. He's run across to that far side. Bardi spotted up the corner kick quickly. Into the final 10 seconds of the 90 minutes. Bardi will take this corner kick. He's lining it up. They've sent plenty of bodies forward here, North Macedonia. Last roll of the dice in towards the near post. Cleared easily by João Cancelo. Only as far as Chernynov. But they've prodded the ball forward here. William Carvalho sets João Felix on his way. João Felix taken to the ground by Alioski. Waved to his feet has been João Felix by Anthony Taylor. And Macedonia play on into the midfield. Out to the right-hand side. That's a poor pass. Pepe will track this down. It was intended for Ashkovski, but it's inside to Diogo Costa. 3 minutes of time will be added on at the end of this game. We've had 30 seconds. And surely it's game over for North Macedonia. They've done so well in this World Cup qualifying campaign. But they've just come up against a really inspired Portugal side. They haven't professional. It's a professional performance from a Portuguese. And João Moutinho is the latest man to be replaced by Fernando Santos. On comes Vitinha in his place. So they look to seal what they've got, hold on to the lead that they currently enjoy, the Portuguese, and the crowd really are enjoying this game. Thrown in quickly by Ristovski. Down to the ground goes Nikolov. Attempted ball played forward. Blocks as Mateus Nunes didn't get out of the way in time. There's a ball to the left-hand side from Musliu from the halfway line. From Chernynov backwards to Alioski. Alioski back to Musliu. Ball out to the right-hand side. This will be intended for it's a good pass, and it's been stripped of Ashkovski by Nuno Mendes and Rafael Leao, but he couldn't keep the ball and it's out of play. Thrown in quickly by Ristovski backwards to Velkovski. Wide to the right-hand side to Ristovski again. Back inside to Velkovski. Can they at least get a consolation goal? That pass forward's been picked off, and they're going to burst forward here, Portugal. So in the midfield, that's been well won back by North Macedonia. Driving forward is Cherlinov down the left side. Still Cherlinov goes. Ball round the corner, looking for Mijovski. It was Nikolov giving chase. Pepe was there to snuff out the danger. Play it on to Nikolov, out of play, and we await the referee's final whistle. 30 seconds remain. João Cancelo chips it in field. Challenge, robust one. Cherlinov plays it down the left-hand side. Macedonia back in possession. Vardy will press, but it's cleared well. Only as far as Alioski. Backwards, the ball will go to Musliu. Square to Stefan Ristovski. Lifts it forward out to the left-hand side. Alioski is onside, but his touch lets him down. Comes off his left hand instep. And that will surely be the last moment of play. There's time ticking away. The crowd in the Estadio do Dragão think it is, and Anthony Taylor agrees with them, puts the whistle to his lips and points to the centre spot. That is the final whistle. Portugal will have a place at the 2022 Qatar World Cup in November. They've qualified for every single tournament since 1998 and will continue that fine record. 2 goals from Bruno Fernandes. Lovely combination with he and Cristiano Ronaldo for the first. And then a wonderful ball in from Diogo Jota, which was met on the volley by the Manchester United midfielder. Hammered past Dimitrievski in the North Macedonia goal, who really didn't threaten at all this evening. Professional performance from Fernando Santos' side. They did what they needed to. They got the 2 goals they needed to. There are tears and embraces on the halfway line, on the centres, in the technical areas between Fernando Santos and some of the higher-ups in the Portuguese FA. The questions as to whether this will be Cristiano Ronaldo's final international tournament will go on. He will answer those when he sees fit, but he'll be there